ago. It's the conversation. Yeah. Take your mind different places. Now you know. So yeah.
Alright. So yeah.
So yeah,
Joe, what's up?
how you doing?
Yo, you been having a wild trip. What's up with it?
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, let me just shout out Parasol. This is not a sponsorship at all, but I was going to this shop that I've been passing for a while now, and I go inside and I ask the guy, I'm like, yo, what kind of glasses, would look nice for me? And he didn't even get up. He was just like, his attitude was so lazy. I was like, all right, bet. Literally, there was a store right next door called Parasol. So I go inside, there's a lady inside, I asked her the same question, same way. And she took her time. She looked at my face, she went through different glasses, excuse me, and she chose these. And I'm like, yo, dope. Little does she know, I love this color. It's the same color as my phone.
See that?
Like, and I don't think she saw my phone. You know what I mean? I didn't take my phone out. But these are fly as hell. And that goes to show you. Take a little bit of time. You might get some money in your pocket for your store. You know what I mean? Someone coming in, anyone can be a customer. Treat them with respect. Maybe you'll sell some merchandise.
Maybe you'll actually get something going.
Right.
You know?
But, yo, bro, talk to me. Because I know you've been having an eventful week.
Oh, have I?
Talk to me.
Oh boy. Well, like I can't help myself but want to, go out and have experiences and shit like that. Like you've heard before, my other stories and shit like that. And it's been like fucking weird, dude. Like I don't know what it is, so maybe something in the air. But lately everyone's been more kind, more patient, more like fucking forthcoming.
Mm.
And then some people get very generous.
Mm.
And some people get very, they pay attention to what you're saying. Like, and they start feeling you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Nah, you gotta be more in depth. You're speaking in all different types of elaborate ways to say what. Bro, we spoke about this shit. Talk to me. What's
I don't
going
like
on?
bragging.
It's not about bragging, but it's very...
It's just
You know,
like,
all
I
right,
feel like
look,
if I
as a-
was to
all right.
talk about this, right? And I am going to talk about it, just, I'm not going to be cryptic. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to get too far into detail because I don't know where it's at yet.
Right.
But I will still elaborate because of my night.
Bro, this is a moment in time. Listen.
Yes.
And also, by the time this is released...
Yeah, well, no one's going to fucking know.
Yeah, the situation is going to be what it is.
And look, okay. So yeah.
So, yeah.
I was kicking it in the city, and I was been kicking in the city for a bit, like, and Astoria. Like, both these occasions were both, like, from the city, Astoria, Brooklyn. Like, I've been around this week. And my thing in Astoria was kind of weird, but
Weird how?
it was like weird how it happened. Like me like showing up there, I wasn't actually supposed to be there. Like I was actually supposed to go somewhere else, but I was like, it was too fucking cold. It's like almost -8, like not -8, but 8. Fucking, it feels like -2.
Right.
It's fucking freezing. And then I remember I went up to the fucking bouncer, and he's like, dude, how are you outside right now? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm cold. I need a drink.
Right.
And he's like, all right, go inside. So I go inside, right? And then fucking sit down at the bar. And I've been kicking it there for maybe about like half hour. And these two girls come, right? Two gorgeous women sit down right next to me. The one that's on my left was talking to her friend and shit like that. And then she kept every now and then looking over at me. So then her and her friend switched seats. So they switched fucking seats. Like she got up.
Closer.
she got up to come around because she was telling her friends, like, hey, it's like, I want to sit next to him.
Right.
And then fucking they switched seats, and then she just immediately starts talking to me. Because I was moving over and shit. And then, like, my face was this way, and she just started going right for it. Started talking to me. And then we started talking about the news, started talking about, like, you know, we didn't talk about anything about our jobs.
Okay.
What we do. Or, like, what we like. We just fucking talked about, like, what would you do if you were in this situation with said person? You know, it was like a mental fucking flirting back and forth, what people like, what people don't like, you know, shit like that.
I never been in that. I never looked at that as flirting. But like, talk to me. How?
But what I mean is, it was
But I guess
it was in a way.
enticing because both parties liked what they heard.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like the conversation flowed in a way where it didn't feel uncomfortable saying it or uncomfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about, you know, our exes. Like she actually got out of a relationship with a female because she's bi. So like it was like we started talking and shit like that, and she broke it down for me like her personally. She sees herself being romantically with a man, but sexually with a woman.
That's funny.
So she'd rather fuck girls than be with them.
Yeah, but
Because of her last few experiences, now she's been thinking about, you know, playing for the other side.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, because at that point, probably she decided right then and there she's bi. She likes women sexually, but she's not gonna really feel them as much.
And maybe it's just, there wasn't many men to satisfy her sexually, and then she was just like, yo, what's going on with these men? You know what I mean?
You know.
But then also, you have to understand that I feel like women can please women differently, and you know, all due respect, my sister, she's happily married. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's up.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, and to each their own at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, there's some women that be caught up in like what they really want, and that's okay too. You know, time is like endless. You could figure that shit out, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, yo, it's all love.
It is all love. It is all love. So yeah, fucking she told me, you know, she exactly that. And then I remember when we were talking about all this shit, I threw my arm over and I started just like, you know, running my fingers on the back and shit like that. You know, just being, you know, letting her know, like, I'm feeling you, but I ain't overstepping. And then she was saying, like, hey, like, what's up with that? You're making me kind of uncomfortable. I was like, okay, making you uncomfortable? Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, you know, make you uncomfortable. I just, you know, I don't usually do that for anybody.
And most guys would be like...
I don't usually do that for anybody.
Nah, but most guys would be like, what?
What would they be like? Fucking, they would be like, oh, no, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Fucking, you knew what you were doing. Like, stop being a bitch about it. Like, let them know, like, you listen, I'm feeling you, but, like, I ain't trying to be a fucking creep. Like, I ain't gonna start rubbing your back like I'm your dad. Like, you know, or trying to, like, have my hand go low immediately. You know, I ain't like that.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to let you know I want to get close to you, but give me an in. And, you know, when I said that to her, I was like, listen, I only do that to people that I like. And then she just slumped right into my fucking arm. And then we started getting closer, started talking more. She started just asking, you know, how do you feel about silence? And I think silence is great. I think that it gives you a chance to actually think about what you're going to say next. Like, or what about possible, like, since you're both looking at the same thing, you know, watching TV or whatever, like, have something to think about. You know, or relax a bit. And then it just got to a point where the tension was building up so much I had to kiss her. And it worked out.
Hell yeah.
And then, you know, we started, you know, letting each other know we're vibing with each other. We want it bad. And then walked to the train.
Nice.
And then that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote?
For that one.
For that one.
Because this one we've been talking actually back and forth. We've been texting a lot.
Okay, and now what makes her, let's say, I don't know, so when you want to keep on, like, talking to, and why?
Well, it's like a few things. She's very agreeable to what you say. She doesn't like to get too vulgar. Like a lot of girls think
let's prank call her right now. What's her number?
Nah,
Let's prank call her right now.
it's not happening.
Come on.
I don't push that.
Oh, really?
Probably in the future, but not yet.
All right.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I'm not
because
gonna,
I think the prank call thing, I like it, but it sounds funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, but like I don't want to put that out just yet.
Okay.
That's if I get a little bit more close and comfortable. Then
if you know she's funny enough that she would handle it.
I think because I don't know now.
You don't know yet. All right.
Yeah, it's very new.
That. Nah, that's cool.
So that's why I'm just like, you know what, like trying to see where.
Real G right here. You see that? He's
really trying to see where it goes.
Ground. He's like, yo, I'm setting a boundary right here. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, only out of respect, because I'm big on respect.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't know how she would feel it. She probably think it's funny, because it is fucking funny. Yeah. But like, you never know. And I'm not trying to push that button just yet.
All right.
I'm a man of patience.
Man,
like I played the long game a lot.
That shit right now. Son,
I played the long game a lot, dude. I'll literally not even sometimes even
if
we go for like let's say like we go on a date.
For some things.
For some things. We go to fucking Chuck E. Cheese. And then, after like one too many and all that shit, and then we're feeling each other, vibing with each other, tension's rising. Mm-hmm. When that tension's there, I'm not gonna act on it right away. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna relax. I don't even kiss on the first date nowadays.
Word. I mean, I'm.
But listen, I actually been overstepping that rule lately. I've been making exceptions to it.
But yeah, I've been in situations where it was just like, yo, I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, sometimes I feel like there's moments and times that shit's just supposed to happen. You're supposed to flow with it.
Yeah, that's why I like those occasions.
But it's also a matter of like, yo, you got.
I was willing to make exceptions to the rule.
You gotta say certain things and do certain things to really get what you want.
Yeah.
And if you are open and honest in the beginning, and I would hope that the female is open and honest in the beginning too, because you know what I mean. Like nobody should be wasting their time here. You know what I mean?
It'd be silly.
Right. So
like who wants to wait? That's the thing. Like that's why my premise and like taking, like I'm not gonna waste your time, but I'm not unless like you let me know what it is, like right away.
Bro, you can't say that. Cause
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like in my mental.
She's waiting for you to say what it is. You know what I mean? Like you can't say.
I mean, I usually make it pretty fucking blunt, like, but I do it in a way where it's just building up to something. It has to build up to something. Like, it doesn't always have to be right off the rip.
Okay.
Especially if like, you could actually get it, pretty long when it builds up that tension. And then when you close, then, like, fucking they are going to want that every single time. It gives you time to have patience away. It gives you time to be away for a bit.
But let me ask you, now, with shorty that you encountered at the
Wall Street?
Yeah, the Wall Street.
Wall Street, yeah.
What the fuck happened there, bro?
Well, I go to this spot called Irish American. It's a good spot, and I was kicking it there for a bit, and then this gorgeous woman sits like one seat away, like there's a seat in the middle of us. And then this couple came in, and when this couple came in, I got up, took my beer, and I sat up like on the table behind, because I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just wait for one of these motherfuckers to leave, because they seem like they're leaving over there. She moves over and looks behind, and looks right at me. So I'm like, okay. So I fucking walk right over to her, and introduced myself. Started vibing very quick. She very funny girl, very funny. Like big in like humanitarian work. Like she's very like she likes being like a helper, like helping the world kind of thing.
What does she do?
She gets her sex like she goes on missions.
Oh, she's a missionary.
Yeah, she's a very religious girl.
Dope.
Like and
a Christian missionary.
Yeah. And I dig it. I'm like, I kind of like it. Like, she seems like she likes to be like a...
Proactive?
Yeah, and like actually, she wants to give back.
Right.
She loves giving. So that's a girl. That's definitely a girl to keep around. She's willing to, cause like, that means she's selfless in that.
Compassionate.
Exactly, and those are the qualities that guys like.
Absolutely.
So that's why if you're like that, it might really benefit you because people look at you like, that's a good person in there. And that's where I was thinking, like, and then everything was just flowing. She kept making it very clear, I'm not something you just fucking pump and dump. And I told her, I was like, I don't even kiss on the first date half the times.
This motherfucker.
She's like, get out of here.
So, yeah,
You're stupid.
Motherfucker.
You're stupid. That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I was like, that's exactly what I do though. Like it's like, if I'm not feeling it right away, I'm not going for it.
Man, if I'm out on a date with a girl, I'm feeling it. What the fuck?
Well, that's the thing. If that premise wasn't set beforehand.
And you know what, yo? I feel like I don't know, man. Part of me wants to stop going out on dates and just take myself out on dates. Cause
I do it the whole time.
Son, to be honest with you,
So good.
son,
I go out and eat myself. I buy myself clothes.
yo, it's nice.
It's so great.
Right.
I don't gotta deal with no fucking.
And you meet so many different amazing women that are doing their own shit too. And it's just like, all right, I respect you.
And then you could tolerate that because you're actually fucking, pay attention to what they're saying.
A little bit.
So,
yo, I feel like I never asked you this question. I asked you this question outside of this shit, but I haven't asked you this question here. And I feel like I should ask you these questions here because it's like, why not? But what is your favorite color?
blue.
Why?
It's a very, very, a lot of people say it's a dull color. It's a warm color for me. Like, I just like it. Like, it just feels endless.
Okay.
When I look at it, I see blue. Like, blue could be like so many different shades. The sky, the water.
Right.
It's like, it just feels perfect.
Right.
To me.
What is your favorite animal?
Favorite animal?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I wanted to be one kind of shit?
What is your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? I never really thought about this.
Think about it.
I love foxes. Foxes and just big cats, like lions.
Okay, why foxes?
Why foxes? Because they're sly, they're fast, they have an innocence to them. They could actually be like a real hunter and also be like the most loving dog like you'll ever have. Or the most loving fox you'll ever have. Like it could get comfortable to you and it can articulate whether or not the situation needs to be, I should be present in this moment or should I leave? Fight or flight is very easy with them.
Okay, and why big cats?
Why big cats? It's because I guess I've been like looking into like how like, the animal mentality is and that we're not that different. Like alphas, betas, omegas, all that jazz. Sigmas now, fucking.
That they were not that different?
We're not that different from them. We can be exactly as an alpha.
The characteristics.
Yeah. Yeah. They command respect in certain ways. That's why they have respect.
Big cats?
Yes.
Okay.
Like that's why like when you see an alpha big cat, he fucking lays down his law. And everyone fucking listens. Like it's like a very big, powerful. That's why I understand why a lot of people who like find themselves like they want to be in control of their own fucking place and be their own fucking king of their own castle, they think lions.
Okay. What is your favorite? No, not favorite. I'm bugging. What's the first thing you do at a beach?
I get my, towels and sheets and everything ready first. And then I start, sunscreening and shit. Usually it's like laying out a foundation.
Oh, so you're not going to go into the water right away?
No. Like, not right away. Oh, sorry. Oh,
so, you're not going to go into the water right away?
What's the one?
So you're gonna, nah, okay. So you're gonna chill, what, in the beach area, in the sand and shit, and then you're gonna go in?
At first, yeah. And then I'll
Okay.
go out.
Okay. Later on.
Yeah, like, not like I wouldn't go like almost a little bit right after. It's a pretty fucking hot day. I'll probably go in within 10 minutes. After we get everything set up, I'm just gonna be like, okay, sunscreening as fast as I can, run into the water. But most of the time, I'll just like fucking sit down. I'll get my fucking umbrellas ready and shit like that.
Right.
Pop that fucking rosé.
Okay. Blue rosé.
Fucking put them ice cubes.
Chill
Fucking
out.
have a nice,
Hell yeah.
refreshing little like sit in the sun while you
Listen
have
to
an umbrella
music.
over your fucking head, because my face gets red quick. Because I'm not blessed with the most gorgeous of skin sometimes. Like, I'm very white, so I get very fucking red sometimes.
Like a tomato?
Yes, like
That's
a
funny.
fucking lobster, dude.
That's funny as fuck, man.
Like, so like, you can try to avoid that.
I got a nice tan, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I got a nice fucking golden
I
tan.
wish I could
got
get
that
more
Latino.
I wish I could get more
Latino.
fucking tans. My dad has the fucking tans and all
Irish?
that shit.
He's like an Irishman tan or
Yeah,
some
he's
shit?
Irish and Austrian and German. I'm on fucking
Yeah.
tans like fucking like you wouldn't believe.
That's crazy. You just didn't get the genes. No, you just got, you lost
He
it
burns at first.
all. You lost it all living in New York.
Fucking A. Gloomy fucking New York.
Alright, so the next question is the last question. Imagine yourself in an all-white room, right? And you can have anything you would like inside this room, but everything is white. How do you feel inside this room?
So is this room already to my liking? But it's just all white?
Everything's white.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like it would just be bright. It would feel, you know, full of light and shit like that. It feels like there's like, it could be peaceful, but it could be also very, I guess, overbearing. So I don't,
Overbearing how?
like if it's like consistent, you know, if everything is white, you know, it just makes you feel like just like you wave around and you feel like you're not fucking, like you're in a light, big ass light room. So I would like some shades of like gray and shit like that.
Okay.
So I could differentiate and shit like that.
All right, but so the first question is about the color, right? You chose blue because there's so many different like shades of blue. And you can see, you know, blue in the sky and like, you know, different areas of life.
Oceans.
Yeah, in the ocean. The color represents how you look at yourself. So maybe you acknowledge the many different shades of you or the many different depths of yourself. Maybe you see that there's not just one side to you. You know what I mean? And then the animal represents how other people look at you. This is like some psychology, some questionnaire thing that this girl told me a while back.
I can see that. This is
cool.
interesting.
So the animal represents how other people look at you, right? So the fox, you said like sly, could be a really good like companion as in terms of like a dog can, like the loyalty of it. But also really good hunters, so they can be domestic and wild at the same time, you know. And then the big cat, acknowledging that there are different realms of the social order and knowing your boundaries and stating your own aspect of being an alpha, and then that is something that maybe people around you have acknowledged about you within also that and the fox in terms of the characteristics of like, you know, being wild and domestic.
Some people see me as a fox, other people see me as the big cat.
Maybe. And then but you like both of them. You know what I mean? Because those were your choices, you know what I mean? And then the beach represents how other people look at you. No, the beach represents how quick you are to jump into things. So the fact that you're more about like chilling and, you know, setting up and having, you know, your area, you know, really unwinding first before you getting into the ocean is like how you like are with life sometimes. You don't want to just like jump right into it. You want to just like take your time. You want to set up. You want to make sure everything is like good, and then you want to like go into the water. The white room basically just represents how you feel about your life at times. So, you know, it's good, but if everything's too consistent, you would want like you want some shades, you want some like
something different.
yeah.
Like I wanna feel like I'm not just doing the
So
same
you don't
thing all
want
the
to be
time.
too consistent.
It's not about being too. I don't want too much of a consistent thing that it just feels like I'm plateauing every 5 minutes, or feeling like this day is gonna be like this one, that one's gonna be like this one. I want everything to be like, okay, this is different, this is different, this is okay for a bit, this is different, you know? I like trying to not be, you know, too predictable, you know, just always do the same thing, repetitive all the time. I always want to do, you know, more shit. I just act on it now more than if I was before. I would talk about it, but wouldn't do it. But wouldn't do it.
Right.
So I would just you know, do the same shit, but talk about why I want to do something different. Now I actually like doing things that are more different.
Word.
I like to actually have more variety, where I feel like I could come back to every single thing, just on my own terms.
You want to just go on your ride.
And just go. And just, if I feel like going somewhere, yep, I'm going.
You do got to have a plan though, bro.
That's what I mean. I'll actually plan it out on how, where, and who I'm going to see. And sometimes I'll just show up to a spot and someone ends up meeting me there.
Word.
That's what it's been like lately, and it's kind of weird. I met a lot of people.
What has those interactions caused for you in a negative or positive way?
More positive.
No, but like what were those positives and what were those negatives?
Well, positives, I established a few acquaintances that, you know, are actually decent people, and I like being around them.
Dope.
So I'm like, you know, I fuck with this. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's been consistent, like this whole fucking practically 2 weeks. So I'm just like, this is pretty fucking awesome. Like, and, you know, I'm just, like, I'm taking my time with everything.
Right.
Like, I'm seeing, like, that blessings are coming my way. And I need to not fucking just start darting back and forth. Just fucking take my time, play it right.
What's playing it right for you?
Patience and knowing when to jump in, when to jump out. Knowing when to be on and off.
What makes you know that you know that?
What makes me know that I know that? Because of my experiences. There are certain things I was on about where I shouldn't have been on. Should have been off.
I feel that.
There are a lot of things where I was off when I should have been on.
So you're saying that you take.
So I'll miss opportunities, or I would fumble on shit.
Right.
For just going on.
Right.
If it's not needed to be on. Right there. You know what I mean? Like when you rush into something. Or if you know, try to pull a move and that wasn't the right time to do it. It's like that, you know? It's knowing when to actually... It's knowing when to make the right move, because when you make the move, you can't take it back. So if you can't take it back...
But to be honest with you, fuck all that shit. I'm sorry, like, and I get it, and I love chess too. But like, I am who I am, yo. Like, fucking take that shit or not take that shit. And then like, if you don't like what I'm saying to you, it's really just that. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to continue talking to me or...
yeah, you have to make the decision whether or not.
Right.
You want to still talk.
Right.
And a lot of people, sometimes they don't want to confront that. Sometimes people will sit there and just fucking talk to the same people they don't want to talk to.
And bro, we've had how many hours of conversation, man?
Fucking hundreds.
Probably, right?
Hundreds.
So this whole time, would you say that you know who I am and how I am and why I am the way I am?
Oh yeah.
So it's like, can you knock a brother for fucking being who the fuck I am, bro?
I can't.
You like,
that's why, like, when I think about shit...
My fault.
When I think about shit and how you think about things, that's just... I think about it like, that's Axel. It's Axel. Like, that's who he is. Like, I understand. That makes sense why he would do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, just like how you would, like, see how I would usually go about things, and you could figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
That's just Joe.
That's Joe.
That's just how Joe is.
That's your nature.
Like, that's who you are.
Yeah, that's who you are.
Like, and that's what I understand from you.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand why you would do certain things. So, fucking, like, and I accept you for who you are. So if I fuck with you and accept your behavior, like it doesn't bother me to know if, you know, somebody was to have that same outlook. Because you could be misunderstood a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Because you're very honest.
A lot of it.
You're too fucking honest.
I'm too honest?
Yeah, you're like brutally honest.
But is that bad though?
That's not bad, but like, I'm just saying it because you kind of are. Like, it's not a bad thing because I would rather, I know if I tell you something, if I ask you something, I'll get an honest answer from you. I will not fucking like it probably because like you'll say it in a way that's just like, yeah, damn, yeah, that sucks. I'm fucking, yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, fucking, like, even though you're not saying anything like to down someone, but you'll tell him the fucking, it's like, yep, that's exactly how the fuck that would happen. Like, if like a guy like asks you, like, hey, bro, like, you think she cheated, bro? Like, she ended up at this guy's apartment, right? She said they just hung out, right? And they just, you know, they just said we're having a beer. That's it.
And I'll be like, she sucked this guy's dick.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking literally, she was hanging out from fucking literally like 3 in the morning to like 10 o'clock. Like, imagine that.
This clip.
Fucking, like, that's a decent amount of time to do a lot of shit.
Over.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so if I came up to you and I told you that, right? Or said person came over and told you that, what would you say? Like, if
Bro,
I said, like, hey, bro, like,
yeah,
what do you think about this? Do you think she cheated?
I just told you. I was like, she's sucking his dick. That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, she's sucking his dick right now, bro. Glock, glock.
You know what I'm saying?
Black.
Like, and, like, fucking, you'll tell them exactly like that. And not a lot of guys would want to hear that.
Bro.
They would want to hear, like, yo, baby, but don't jump the gun. Because I was like that. I was like, I ain't going to jump the gun just yet.
You don't got to jump the gun.
But I see it for exactly what the fuck it is, and it's disrespectful. So that's a big no-no.
You know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you could tell me and that, oh, no, didn't happen. Fuck that.
All right. Well,
fuck that.
Enough of all that shit. What is something besides all these bitches, bro, that's making you happy in life right now?
The path I've been going with school, everything's been flowing. Like,
What are you doing in school?
I'm in the union. I'm a local 1 plumber. Apprentice. I'm a 4th year, second half, going to be a 5th year after I pass this class. And then I get a pay bump. And after that, another year after that, I turn out as a mechanic.
Hell yeah.
Start making a decent amount of money.
Hell yeah.
That I could start putting away for myself and using it wisely.
Hell yeah.
Because it's going to be a time where if I'm making a decent amount of money, I got to just, you got to use it right.
Right, man. Honestly. So, do you...
And you got to use it right for you. You know what I mean? Like, fucking...
What you mean?
Like, a lot of people feel like because, oh, I'm making this money, maybe I should go do that over there, because this guy's doing it. No, you should do something for you and what makes sense to how you're going to put your...
You have one life.
Your finances
You have
towards
one
it.
life.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Don't be telling people what you want to do and then like getting tight when motherfuckers want to be like, oh, da 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 da, do this, do that, do that, do this, do that.
Yeah.
Because like then if it's not what you're doing, it's not what you want to do. It's not what's making you happy. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah. And if you gotta wait a bit, and you feel like
Yo, show the camera this fucking ring, bro. No, go up to the camera, bro.
Oh shit.
Fire. Astoria, you heard?
Oh.
Let me get it in a gold.
That would probably look good on you. Get you in a gold ring.
Where did you get that?
Oh, I got it on Amazon.
Amazon? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had like this really nice, it's actual silver.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How much you pay for that?
Fucking, it's spent all the shit now. I fucking spent like about, what, like 75, 80. Nice little silver ring. I like silver more. Looks better on my skin. Trying to go upgrade to white gold, but I don't feel like that's...
I like silver too, but then I just got into gold, bro. There's something about gold that's actually kind of nice.
I see that.
Shit's nice.
Looks nice. Well, I'm going to be going into more white gold probably in the near future. Because I'll have the finances for it.
Yo, what do you think about Tesla? No, matter of fact, what do you think of, sorry to jump around.
Tesla?
Yeah, matter of fact, what do you think about Elon Musk owning
Twitter?
Right.
It's fantastic.
Why?
Because he's exposing a lot of, like, what Twitter's been trying to hide type shit. And what they...
How? Like what, exactly?
Well, it's like building a narrative. Like, Twitter had a narrative against, like, pretty much... They had a lot of censorship issues. They got rid of people and banned people and did it for reasons that they wouldn't disclose. And now it's at a point where the reasons why they weren't disclosed right away is because it was practically very exposing to them. Because they were hiding a lot of shit.
Right.
So when all these little dirty little secrets come out, now everyone knows they were been fucking lied to because they were told one thing, and fucking they did another.
Right.
That's why. And Elon's a fucking, that motherfucker is like, he doesn't give a fuck.
So you think Elon Musk would let...
He's too fucking rich and he doesn't give a fuck.
All right, so would you think that Elon Musk would let a guy like Andrew Tate be on Twitter?
He did. He unsuspended him.
Word.
So Andrew Tate could actually now use his Twitter.
How do you feel about Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate's a fucking man.
Yeah?
I fucking love him, dude.
Hell yeah.
Like, listen, like, he's not a bad dude. Like,
Nah, he's not.
Like, at all. Like,
I
he
think...
says shit in a very controversial way.
Right.
But that's why he's such a fucking good marketing genius, because he literally is pissing all these people off. And he's waking a lot of these fucking people up. Because a lot of what he's actually saying, it makes fucking sense. He doesn't sound like he's like... He's just stating facts. People don't like to hear the truth.
The only thing that I disagree is that, like, literally not everybody lives that life. Everybody has, like, everyone is blessed to be on earth to have a different perspective. Come as you are, naturally. You know what I mean? Like for real, like, come as you are. Do I feel like everybody is wanting to set out to be this type of man, or every woman is set out to be this type of woman? I really don't, because like I grew up with women, bro. I grew up with different people. I grew up with like different like perspectives. You know what I mean? Like I could understand and respect that perspective for what it is, because like I understand like that is what it is for some people. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not for everybody. I think that it is kind of stupid though, like that people want to like make one thing to be so high strung and talked about in society, when I feel like when that is happening, a lot of other stuff goes under the table and not spoken about or even recognized. You know, and most of that is, you know, you could, of course, look at other countries' problems, but you could just look at our own country's problems. And it's always just the same rhetoric.
We're pretty fucking divided, man.
Usually.
We're pretty fucking divided. Like, it's just like, more and more, it's just like, people are at each other's throats when it comes to political shit. And a lot of people are trying to, like, down religion now and shit like that. Like, dude, who gives a fuck? Like, a lot of people want to be like, you know, like totally non-religious and all that shit and don't want to ever hear about it and try to talk about all this shit to disprove it and all that shit. It's like, dude, let people believe whatever the fuck they want to believe.
Deadass.
It's not, it's like the reason why we have the First fucking Amendment.
Right.
Like.
Right.
Dude, just let it go. Like, it's just like a lot of people. Let it fucking go. Who gives a shit? Like, why are you fucking making this more of an issue?
Why do you care that much?
Why do I care about that?
No, I'm saying...
I thought you were asking me a question. But like, that's what I'm saying. I say the same thing. I was like, what the fuck do you care? Like, it's like the only thing is, like, like the feelings and shit
Right.
like that. Come on, like, dude, we were saying horrible fucking shit to each other, like, and being able to be cool with each other still, like, fucking 10 years ago. Now all of this fucking sudden, you can't say any of that shit, because you'll just be a fucking ooh. Like, they'll they'll fucking hit you with the stupidest shit. They'll call you misogynist. They'll call you fucking, like you're gay bashing.
Yeah.
It's like fucking, because I say certain things, and sometimes they used to sound funny before, but I guess now not as funny anymore.
Like what?
Dude, my favorite word was faggot.
We're having that shit, right?
I know. I have gay friends, and I love them. They're my favorite people ever.
Yeah.
I love them to death.
What about
like,
gay homies too? Supposed to say the same shit.
Yeah, bro. They would fucking say it to each other all the fucking time, and like it was so fun.
Yeah,
It was so fun because like everyone could say it. It's a funny fucking word, dude. Saying faggot is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Like especially when Louis C.K.
In London they say you're smoking a fag, a cigarette.
Yeah. A fag, like fucking cigarette. Now, like, it's just like a derogatory term, like when you're like fucking, yeah, when someone's being a fag, like, quit being a fucking fag. Like, it's like saying quit being a bitch, like, fucking quit being a pussy.
Stop doing it.
You know what I mean?
Stop.
Quit being a little bitch. So, like, but that's another way. Quit being a faggot. Like, and it's like not because like you're gay, it's because like just being a faggot.
That's the Louis C.K. shit, right?
That's where I got it from. And you know what? Like, it made sense because like when we call each other that and we're just like, oh, quit being a faggot, dude.
Right.
Like, give me quit being gay. Being fucking gay. You're being a gay right now. Fucking give me this shit. Like, we used to say that all the time. You can't say that shit no more.
Right.
And it's probably going to be controversial saying it now, but I mean, fucking.
I'm glad you said it, bro.
I'm saying it in a context where I'm missing saying things that when you could kick it with somebody and you say it to each other and it's not a big fucking deal. Like,
yeah, and you're not
you know how like guys say bitch?
I think about it is that people try to make it out to be hateful, but it's not hateful.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be hateful. It's funny.
You just got to know who you're talking to.
Yeah, and you gotta
I feel like it's an individual thing.
Yeah, but that's the thing though.
Because there are certain things you'll say to one person you wouldn't say to another.
Yeah, but have you ever went to a comedy club? Sometimes.
Oh, sometimes they don't give a fuck.
Not even that. No, I'm just saying like not even. I'm not even trying to say that.
Well,
what they're doing. I'm just saying look at the audience, right? There's some people that can laugh at certain jokes, and not laugh at others. So it's like, yo, how am I supposed to know where your level of humor is at? Or not even level of humor is at, just where your humor is at, period. Because it's like, there's no level. It's just you find certain things funny for whatever it is in your life, right? Like, I find certain shit dark that's funny as fuck.
It's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, you really just said that. It's fucking funny, but goddamn, man. Like, there are some dudes that are like that, and they say it's the most fucked up shit.
It's funny as hell. Like, one of my favorite comedians is, Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
fucking
funny
love
as
Patrice.
hell, man. Funny as hell.
He's got shit. He had shit figured out, and you understood exactly what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah.
And it made
he was straight
sense.
up, and he was straight up about it. It was so honest, it was so raw.
He always made
so
fucking sense.
Funny, and his crowd control was fucking hilarious and really wholesome. Really just.
And he knew how to actually like fucking. I loved him on radio. Well, like when he was on fucking. With Opie and Anthony and shit like that, or like he would be on like other shows and people would call in, they would ask him about shit, and he would have the fucking right fucking shit to say. Like
what?
all that.
Give me an example of something you remember.
Like when he was saying about like being friends with a chick and shit like that. Like it's either fucking now or never kind of thing. It's like, but he's like putting him on games. Like, you've been doing this for like 2 years for this chick, being her friend, helping her out, coming around, fucking moving her shit.
Right.
While she's out fucking another guy.
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
Like, fucking, it's either like you're that guy or, fucking, it's going to be a point where you're going to be tired of the shit and you're just going to be like, okay, we fucking or not. It's like, are we going to be something or not? Because I'm not going to waste my time.
I think that like if everyone were just to have,
I like being cool with a chick.
Right.
Knowing her, and like if I actually ever bump into her and like we could be cool, Like, chicks could be helpful, bro. You could tell them, you could ask them, shit.
You can be very honest.
Especially ones that like you met and like you know they're taken, or you know it's like not something you want to really fly with, but you would talk to them, you think they're cool.
Right.
You know, fucking them kind of chicks. Sometimes the good ones to have in your corner.
Absolutely. I never knock having friends, yo.
Yeah.
Just like a friend, but like it's just some girls are just so hot, yo. I wanna fuck you. Damn it. But honestly, it just goes back to what I really feel like. Everyone should just have a passion, something that they really just enjoy doing on their own, you know, and having a sense of urgency to want to accomplish more within that, because it's fun. It is. It's fun. It gives more life to your own.
More experiences.
Definitely. I come across so many. And I'm excited too. The reason why I'm even dressed this way is because today I dropped my music video for Charmin. Yo, bro, how'd you fuck with it?
I actually really enjoyed it. Fucking the visuals and all that
Yo,
shit.
killed it, right?
The song was ill.
John Cena Throne.
Fucking did the fucking do, man. Look fucking ill.
Killed that shit, bro. That I'm excited. And for the next series of the music and for this podcast, everything that's going to be linking up, I think it's going to be really cool, man.
It's going to be very forthcoming.
Definitely. It's setting, everything's in motion as it should. Yo, is there anything you want to ask me, bro?
Anything I want to ask you? How do you feel about your approach in building something up slowly over time and trying to go more direct, more out quick?
Bro, like I've told you many times, you just gotta start. You gotta do it, because like once you start doing it, like then you start to see, oh, okay, this works, this doesn't work, this works, this doesn't work, and then you can still keep on going. You can still keep on doing it. But the longer you take to do it, the longer you'll take to fail, because you're gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of like failing at what and learning what that failure is, and then keep on going forward. Because it's really like, yo, like what's really stopping you besides yourself at this moment? You know, because you have to understand that if you believe in yourself and you see what you have and you drop it and you're like, okay, some people like it, some people don't, da 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 da, and then you see some people like more, some people don't like more. Like it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like you can work with what you have, you know, and also evolve. Like you've known me for a while now. Like you've seen my music evolve, you know. You've seen this grow from me just trying to figure out how to record, and I couldn't, and I got many problems with that.
That's with science.
Well, now it's finally coming together. So it's just like, damn, but you know, so everything had a certain motion, everything had a certain place, but it all started because I had to start. You know, you have to start. Once you start, everything else gets ignited, you know? And the moment that it hit for me was realizing that everything is just a moment in time. So however you look at me for this moment in time is okay, because this is my moment in time, you know? And everything else is just progression from there.
I see. I see. Well, like, I'm glad that you're on the path that you need to be on, and you know, I like that everything's coming together for you. You know, you're starting to put more into everything lately, and you're pretty much thinking about all your bases. You know, and I'm fucking glad. And I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to have all my bases loaded and then just knock it out of the park.
Yeah, you're gonna do that shit, bro, and you already know I'm always here. And when you come through, you're gonna use this platform to fucking promote your shit. It's gonna be fire as fuck. Hell yeah. You already know.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you. This is So Yeah.
Ago, it's the conversation. Yeah. Take your mind different places. Now you know. So yeah.